Anyhow, got a chick across the street standing in front of a red car. And yeah, this is what they do. Shit, sure, you know. I didn't start recording when I was leaving because I saw the super too, the super of the building, and he was wearing a red shirt too. Yeah, when I came in earlier, he was coming out, and I think he was vacuuming, and then that I'm leaving, he came into the building. Yeah, so the red theme, a lot of red themes going on. Again, a lot of red vehicles. There's two across from the apartment, another one here, and then you had the three up there. Let me see if they're probably going. Different vehicles though, not the same vehicles. All right. So the color trend. How's it going? Okay. Yeah, so then the New York Predator Department, and when Pam came in, they started again using their sirens, engaging in their sirens. Perhaps are mad, you know, they try to do that thing to get me to stay. Like, no, that's okay. You know, as I was I'm getting ready to leave, getting dressed, she started singing, "I'm still standing." Yeah. Well, of course, the narcissists have to engage in this sort of like competition. I'm like, what do you mean you're still standing? You're supposed to be still standing. Okay. But you're standing up, but you gotta get your mind right. Okay, you gotta get your mind right. You got kids, you just put them to the side over your own fun at times. And now, you know, these kids are at a point where they don't even want to study. Actually, when I asked Ethan, and what they've been doing too, particularly New York Predator departments, whenever I ask Ethan if he has homework to do, they'll start using their sirens. Okay? And I can tell what they're doing is affecting him. You know? I had to make him do his homework. It's like they're manipulating him so that, like another AFA 3268. See? That's what they do. They park their vehicles right there. But anyhow, so I literally had to ask him because I'm trying to see if he can, you know, on his own, you know, say to himself, you know what? Let me check to see if I have homework posted, and let me go and finish the homework that I need to do, that I passed due. And he's not doing that. You know, I asked him. I said, why? For a whole hour went by, and I said, why do I have to ask you if you have homework? Why don't you go look and check yourself, right? I said, why is every day I got to keep reminding you? So he's not allowed to get on his computer during the week. His computer's off. And you know, I usually take his phone from him. But he ended up doing his homework anyway. So I was like, okay. And I told him, I said, listen, your homework is posted online. Most of the stuff is multiple choice. You should have no issue doing your homework. All right? That's how I like when I was going to high school. You know, you have to write essays, and you know, almost every week, right? You got to write the book and then write an essay on each chapter, right? And then you write a complete, a final essay that incorporates some of the essays that you've done on each chapter. You know, you got to put them together, and then you write a conclusion. You know, I said most of the stuff they give you online is multiple choice. You know, and but tomorrow I'm going to have him study for 2 hours because he has his math regions, and hopefully I remember. But the New York Predator Department would do stuff like that, have me surveil us, and using their sirens whenever I'm about to do homework with my kids, right? Because again, it just shows you why some of these people out there will abandon their kids and not pay any attention to their kids. They are being psychologically manipulated in a way in which, they're being threatened because they have been manipulated, they've been set up. All right. And so I sent her a link to an article on what is a curse of persuasion program. And I said to her, I said, I hope you read it. And not only do I send it to her, I send it to my kids. I send it to my Ethan, even though he's 14. But he needs to understand these things and know about these things. All right. I sent it also to my eldest son. All right, because again, having this information and this knowledge is important. Okay. So as much I try to teach my kids as much as possible about these sort of mindset that a lot of these people have, and again, a big part of it is because they're religious. And they can be easily manipulated and easily persuaded by those in the authoritative position. Okay, this is why, again, when you talk about Jesus being pro-Roman, he is pro-Roman, And so who's the Roman? These are the authoritative figures they talk about. When you read the Bible, the Romans are what? They're all in positions of authority. Okay? Right? And what happened when that centurion went to Jesus? What did Jesus say? He said that centurion, Roman centurion, has more faith than any of you believers, right? Which is kind of ridiculous when you think about it, right? Okay? It's kind of ridiculous, but, they'll quote that shit and be so proud of it. Like, how are you so proud of it? This man is a centurion, right? I hear Jesus telling that he has more faith than you, right? It's just ridiculous. And again, also, again, these are in the Bible, those in position of authority are the one that Jesus respected. Okay, render unto Caesar what is Caesar. Okay, you guys got to understand and know what's going on, how the Bible is being used to condition you, to indoctrinate you, to be and to subvert you and subvert you, right? So that when they commit atrocities, those in positions of authority, they can get you to participate. All right? Remember, we're living on this society and where, the power at be, those in power, they have the money, the resources, the expertise to study, create whatever programs they want, good or bad. All right? So, like I said, we were talking about Trump, and I'm like, well, what happened to Dr. Cornel West? Why is he not in the conversation? All right? Because again, this two-party system, it's a manipulation. All right? You thinking that you voting for one or the other is going to somehow make things better for you, and it doesn't. And what they give you is symbolic shit. They give you symbolic shit. They'll tell you, we can't afford to feed the poor, but yet they all of a sudden they can find billions, hundreds of billions to give to Ukraine, to give to Israel. They can find the money to do that, but they can't find the money to, feed those in need, right? And you see all these migrants coming in, and they can find hundreds of millions of dollars, right? But they can't find money to, do the summer job programs that we used to have and employ more kids for the summer. And the summer job program was a great program. When I was going to high school, every summer you get a summer job. By the time the summer end, you have money to buy clothes for school. All right, so you didn't have to put that burden on your mother or your parents. Okay, they actually work, and the church was a very intricate part of that. So like I said, but what they've done in the church with these pastors, it's it's the height of hypocrisy. All right, because I had some job programs. I used to work in the church. My brother used to work for the park authority. And I used to do counseling for kids at the church. Right? Yeah. But hey, they know what it is that they do, like I said. And the sheeps obey. The sheeps put their head down, right, while their kids are being destroyed for their own selfishness, right, for their own self-centered and using money. As I say, I don't trust anybody who can sell themselves for money. I don't trust it, and I don't trust people who think they can use money to always get what they want. All right, and yeah, talk to you guys later.